People, it's Lorenzo back again with Lorenzo Fit MMA. This video we're going to talk about elbows. So the elbow is a very devastating attack, but I think people have a misconception or a misunderstanding of how to effectively execute an elbow. So you have to understand your range, right? So we've got kicking range, which is further back. This is like our long range attacks. Then we get a little bit closer, we have kind of mid-range, which is where we can land our punches, where we can land our knees, right? But then we also have close range attacks. So I can't land the elbow way out here or way out here. I've got to get super close. So once I'm like in the clinch position, then I'm at the perfect distance to land these devastating elbows, right? So the clinch position is where you want to be when you throw your elbows. Speaking of close range, now, like I said, the clinch position is where you want to be when you're landing the elbows, but also too, you can throw them out from the open, but as long as you step in range, then you can execute the elbow. So for example, let's say I'm in striking range, I'm at mid-range, right? But once after landing my punches, right, or throwing my punches, I therefore then have to step in range, landing the elbows, right? Boom, boom, then step in, right? Boom, step in. Boom, step in. So, point is, you have to be at the proper range to land your elbows. Now, once in the clinch position, right, we're in this position like so. Speaking of the clinch position, you want to make sure your hands are clasped over the back crown area, right, putting pressure, so that way he can't stand back up or stand backwards. You're keeping him controlled. But also, you want to create tension in the upper chest area as well with your forearms and your elbows. So there's 2 points of contact. So you've got tension running forward, so you can control distance in terms of, you can control him. If he comes forward into you, I can keep him controlled with my forearms and elbows. If he tries to run backwards, I keep him controlled with my hands on top and on the crown of his head. So I control directions forwards and backwards. But from this position here, now, once you start throwing knees, right, guess what he's gonna start doing? If I keep throwing these knees, right, he's not going to take the knee, he's not going to sit there and just eat them, he's naturally going to start blocking, right? Especially if I start throwing powerful knees and I'm coming over here. Now from this position, this is great, because then now, boom, head is right open, right? So then from this position here, since he's defending the knees, I can now land really good elbows, right? And these are very powerful. People just throw, and again, with the elbow, you don't want to just like tap the guy. I want to be fully turning over, twisting, rotating my core, right? Rotating through my target, right? If you get that nice snap, you can deliver some devastating blows. And the elbows are very sharp too. So once you're in this position here, especially once you start guarding and protecting the knees, even if I'm going for body shots, boom, perfect time to come over the top with a nice elbow. Boom, boom. Then once he starts defending up top, right, then that opens up the strikes from below, right? Nice knees, right? Body shots. Or if you're in MMA, once he starts guarding from this position again, he starts guarding up top with his hands, then boom, I can go right in for the takedown. Now, in addition to the elbows being devastating attacks from the clinch position and from up top, they're devastating attacks on the ground in guard position. So once we're in this position here, I can start throwing powerful strikes, working the body, but guess what? You can boom, elbow the thigh, right? Powerful strikes, especially if they're locking up a closed guard, right? Soften up the thighs, soften up the legs. And then on top of that, the elbows are so devastating, they hurt the forearm. You can break someone's forearm, right? You can come over the top and you can land devastating attacks. Even though they're blocking, this is gonna hurt your opponent, right? Boom, boom, coming down hard, boom, right? Boom, right to the gut, right to the midsection, right? Thighs, coming over hard, coming over tight. And especially once you start so once you start passing the guard, he starts opening up, you start clearing, especially when you get to like side control, right? Then you've got your punches and then you've got your elbows, especially if you can get past the arms, right? You got underhooks and cross face. From this position here, you can turn over, boom, boom, right? Very, very devastating. And especially as we all know, the mount position from here, this is very deadly, especially once you get right here in the middle, you can come right down, right? And land devastating elbows right between the hands when they're guarding. Once again, when we're in this position here, I can frame my hand right on his head and then boom, right? Boom. I can land devastating elbows, right? From top position here. Because even though he's guarding, right, I can slide my elbow right in nice and deep. Boom, Boom, boom. No, actually not downward. I think John Jones got disqualified with Matt Hamill for that. But anyways, very, very devastating. Boom. All right, guys, that's gonna conclude this video on elbow strikes. So if you have any questions, please leave comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.